Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading a multi-character listener by me. So let's get into it. Kokushibo. He's not usually this touchy, so it's very weird when he is. And not in a bad way, of course. In the best of ways. But it's still very strange to you. You're not used to him like this. And it gets you questioning. So, when he wraps his arms around you and carries you to sit down and cuddle with him on the couch, you can tell something's off. Hey, Kokushibo, what's up? What do you mean? I mean, you've been more affectionate than usual. Is everything alright? You ask him, concerned. And he just looks at you wistfully. So much love and care in his eyes. Nothing needs to be wrong for me to show you my love, Wayan. That's not what I said. I mean, it may have come off that way, but I just want to love you. I've been missing you lately, and I'm just glad to be with you. He murmurs gently, kissing your cheek, and you find yourself melting into his arms. You love him so much, and although you're not used to him showing his love outwardly like this, you love it. You yearn for it. And now that you can get it, you're the happiest person around. You know, I'm just glad that I have someone as amazing as you are. I'm not really that amazing, Ryan. But thank you for thinking that I am. You know, you can't go on and say that I need to think better about myself when you're like this. Come on, admit. You're the best boyfriend there ever is and there ever could be. Well, that would be a lie, Ryan. I'm really not. Come on, Kokushibo. For me, I am the best boyfriend. For your sake, I will do that. You smile softly at him. It's not the best, but it's a step in the right direction. So I will accept that. You murmur softly and lean in to give him another soft kiss. And the two of you spend the rest of the night in each other's arms, enjoying each other's company. Muichirou. Muichirou is not usually touchy, but sometimes he has those days where he feels like his heart is aching. Not for any reason. Sometimes he just doesn't feel like everything's real. Like he seriously has this. You're real. He gets to have this reality where he can love you, where you can be with him. And you can be together, not hiding from anyone. And it's all real. All this love that he's getting, without you expecting anything in return. That's not to say that he's not trying to give it back, because he loves you. And he does show it. But sometimes he doesn't feel like it's enough. So those days where it feels like your love is overwhelming him, he just wants to be able to give back. And he would do it by wrapping his arms around you, kissing you sweetly as he passes by, or just holding you when he can. Sometimes he could be reading a book, and sometimes he just wants to read it while sitting on your lap. Muichirou, I have some things to do, he would say, but he would look at you with that innocent look in his eyes. That pleading look that tells you that he's begging you to stay without words. And you can never say no to him. It's physically hard, because he's so sweet to you. He's like an angel. And you can never refuse any request of his. So of course, with a resigned sigh, you shake your head and only hold him closer while he smiles to himself, giving you a soft kiss on your jaw before continuing to read like nothing ever happened. He just loves to be with you and loves to be in your company whenever he gets a chance. And right now, cuddling with you while reading a book is truly the best form of rest that anyone could ever ask for, and you will never regret ever having that. So, you really just can't talk about it. Not when he looks so sweet, and not when it makes him so happy. So, if you're late for your work, you know it's totally worth it. Sanemi. Now, Sanemi is not usually physically affectionate or touchy by any means. Sometimes he is, though, and they exist in various situations. Because sometimes he's touchy because you're just dressing nice, because you're wearing something quite revealing, or because he misses you. And sometimes his emotions get the best of him. Those are the times that I'm talking about, where he's thinking of you, and his heart swells with how much love he feels, like it's about to explode from the pressure that it's in. He loves you, and sometimes words and actions are just not enough. Sometimes he wants you to feel it in a more physical way. And though he struggles with it a little bit, he does it for your sake and maybe for his own too. It's not like he doesn't feel good when he's hugging you. Of course he does. He just has a harder time admitting it, but that's a whole other story. Come here, Ryan. You tilt your head at him, but then he just pulls you next to him, wrapping his arms around you, and you're in his arms. And he cups your face in his hand, looking into your eyes quietly while you look at him. Your eyes wide, because you're not expecting any of what's happening to happen. You're just here, discovering it as you go. So when he just sighs sweetly, looking at you, like he's looking at the most precious person in the universe, and leans in to give you a soft kiss on the lips, you find yourself melting within his arms, pulling him closer and closer, till your bodies are pressed into one another, as if they were one from the very start. You love him deeply, but you never get the chance to show him your affections in a physical way. Or at least you don't get the chance to be surprised like this. It's very rare that he's the one initiating touch. And it's very rare that you do sometimes, when you feel like you may not accept it so casually. But today was a different day. Today was special. Because your minds, souls, and bodies were in sync, proving that the two of you were meant to be.